And so geometry is number in space, music is number in time, and ge cosmology or astronomy is number in time and space together. So is the tracking of the relationships in space of the planets, but also of their orbital cycles and patterns. And of course, what we discover is that
Exploring a modern version of the classical quadrivium. That just really intrigued me. And you do say it's the study of harmonic relationship in geometry, number, numbers, music, and cosmology. What was that moment in time that started you down this path? And maybe you can explain to the audience a little bit more about what quadrivium is actually.
well, sure. So in antiquity, that was the primary body of knowledge that you would study at school. The knowledge was broken into the quadrivium, geometry, music, number, and cosmology, and into the trivium, which is where we get the term trivial from, actually, which was grammar, logic, and rhetoric. And it was understood that speaking about things and conveying your meaning to other people was an important and essential skill, but it was secondary to understanding our relationship with the natural world around us. And from number in the abstract form, we build a tool set by which we can look out into the visual field, where we see number arrayed as geometry. We can move into the acoustic space where these really simple, elegant number ratios show up in musical harmony. So the things that make sound pleasing to the ear are simple, beautiful relationships. And the sort of like range of complexity that lives in those relationships is what gives music all of its emotional complexity and drive, and draws us into that world. And then of course as we widen, so geometry is number in space, music is number in time, and ge cosmology or astronomy is number in time and space together. So is the tracking of the relationships in space of the planets, but also of their orbital cycles and patterns. And of course, what we discover is that drawing with a compass, discovering these simple patterns in an abstract way on a blank piece of paper, gives us a key that we can use to unlock the musical world, gives us a key that we can use to unlock the world of motion in time and space in the planet. So the relationships that are pleasing to us in all of these disciplines are in this like beautiful, compelling dialogue together. And what we discover in one sphere is a guide stone to our inquiry in another sphere. So that's the quadrivium. And I discovered it in 2007, 2008. I don't think I understood about this framing of it, but I was just fascinated with, in a time before computers, before calculators, how did we create such amazing built structures with such elegant geometric precision? How would we go about it? And could I, somebody born, out of an intact spiritual tradition into, the late 20th century in North America, could I find a way into the same kind of relationship with the sacred that some of the builders of these ancient mosques and temples and stone circles and, incredible monuments like the Great Pyramid at Giza were using to design? And what I discovered there was, really radically altered the course of my personal life and my professional practice, because I just found those relationships to be so rich and both filled with meaning, which is wonderful, but also they gave me a way to perceive the world that enhanced both my cognitive understanding, but also my physical embodied sense of relationship in space and time. And that was
Yeah.
really interesting to me.